Part 9 of the Story of Mary MacLane. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Reading by Kristen Hughes. The Story of Mary MacLane by Mary MacLane. Part 9. February 20th. At times, when I walk among the natural things, the barren natural things, I know that I believe in something. Why can I not call it God and pray to it? There is something. I do not know it intellectually, but I feel it. I feel it with my soul. It does not seem to reach down to me. It does not pity me. It does not look at me tenderly in my unhappiness. My soul feels only that it is there. No, it is not all loving, all gracious, all pitying. It hurts me. It hurts me always as I walk over the sand. But even while it hurts me, it seems to promise. Ah, those beautiful things that it promises me. And then the hurting is anguish, for I know that the promises will never be fulfilled. There is within me a thing that is aching, aching, aching always as the days pass. It is not my pain of wanting, nor my pain of unrest, nor my pain of bitterness, nor of hatred. I know those in all their own anguish. This aching is another pain. It is a pain that I do not know, that I feel ignorantly but sharply, and oh, it is torture, torture. My soul is worn and weary with pain. There is no compassion, no mercy upon me. There is no one to help me bear it. It is just I alone out on the sand and barrenness. It is cruel anguish to be always alone, and so long, oh, so long. 19 years are as ages to you when you are 19. When you are 19, there is no experience to tell you that all things have an end. This aching pain has no end. I feel no tears now, but I feel heavy sobs that shake my life to its center. My soul is wandering in a wilderness. There is a great light sometimes that draws my soul toward it. When my soul turns toward it, it shines out brilliant and dazzling and awful, and the worn, sensitive thing shrinks away and shivers and is faint. Shall my soul have to know this light inevitably? Must it some day plunge into this? Oh, it may be. It may be. But I know that I shall die with the pain. There are times when the great light is dim and beautiful as the starlight, the utter agony of it, the cruel, ineffable loveliness. Do you understand this? I am telling you my young, passionate life agony. Do you listen to it indifferently? Has it no meaning for anyone? For me it means everything. For me it makes life old, long weariness. It may be that you know, and perhaps you would even weep a little with me if you had time. It is as if this light were the light of the Christian religion, and the Christian religion is full of hatred. It says, "Come unto me, you that are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." But when you would go, when you reach up with your weary hands, it sends you a too brilliant light. It makes you fair, wondrous promises. It puts you off. You beseech it in your suffering, while the waters near me roll, while the tempest still is high. But it does not listen. It does not care. Worship me, it says, but after that let me alone. There is a book full of promises. Take it and thank me and worship me. It does not care. If I obey it, it looks on indifferently. If I disobey it, it looks on indifferently. If I am in woe, it looks on indifferently. If I am in a brief joy, it looks on indifferently. I am left all alone, all alone. The light is shown me, and I reach after it, but it is placed high out of my reach. I see the promises in the light. Oh, why does it promise these things? Is not the burden of life already greater than I can bear? And there is the story of the Christ. It is beautiful. It is damningly beautiful. It draws the tears of pain and soft anguish from me at the sense of beauty. And when every nerve in me is melted and overflowing, then suddenly I am conscious that it is a lie. A lie. Everywhere I turn there is nothing, nothing. My soul wails out its grief and loneliness. My soul wanders hither and thither in the dark wilderness and asks always in blind, dull agony, how long? How long? February 22nd. Life is a pitiful thing. February 23rd. I stand in the midst of my sand and barrenness and gaze hard at everything that is within my range of vision, and ruin my eyes trying to see into the darkness beyond. And nearly always I feel a vague contempt for you, fine, brave world, for you and all the things that I see from my barrenness. But I promise you, if someone comes from among you over the sunset hill one day with love for me, I will fall at your feet. I am a selfish, conceited, impudent little animal. It is true. But after all, I am only one grand conglomeration of wanting. And when someone comes over the barren hill to satisfy the wanting, I will be humble, humble in my triumph. It is a difficult thing, a most difficult thing, to live on as one year follows another, from childhood slowly to womanhood, without one single sharer of your life. To be alone, always alone, when your one friend is gone. Oh, yes, it is hard. Particularly when one is not high-minded and spiritual, when one's near longing is not a God and a religion, when one wants above all things the love of a human being, when one is a woman, young and all alone. Doubtless you know this. After all, fine, brave world, there are some things that you know very well. Whether or not you care is a quite different matter. You have the power to take this wooden heart in a tight, suffocating grasp. You have the power to do this with pain for me, and you have the power to do it with ravishing gentleness. But whether or not you will is another matter. You may think evil of me before you have finished reading this. You will be very right to think so, according to your standards. But sometimes you see evil where there is no evil, and think evil when the only evil is in your own brains. My life is a dry and barren life. You can change it. Oh, the little more and how much it is, and the little less, and what worlds away. Yes, you can change it. Stranger things have happened. Again, whether you will, that is quite a different thing. No doubt you are the people, and wisdom will die with you. I do not question that. I will admit and believe anything you may assert about yourselves. I do not want your wisdom, your judgment. I want someone to come up over the barren sunset hill. My thoughts are the thoughts of youth, which are said to be long, long thoughts. Your life is multicolored and filled with people. My life is of the gray of sand and barrenness, and consists of Mary MacLane, the longing for happiness, and the memory of the anemone lady. This portrayal is my deepest sincerity, my tears, my drops of red blood. Some of it is wrung from me, wrung by my ambition to tell everything. It is not altogether good that I should give you all this, since I do not give it for love of you. I am giving it in exchange for a few gaily colored things. I want you to know all these passions and emotions. I give them with the utmost freedom. I shall be furious indeed if you do not take them. At the same time, the fact that I am exchanging my tears and my drops of red blood for your gaily colored trifles is not a thing that thrills me with delight. But it is of little moment. When the devil comes over the hill with happiness, I will rush at him frantically headlong, and nothing else will matter. February 25th. Mary MacLane, what are you, you forlorn